Hello everybody, and welcome back to Starcraft 2. I actually already recorded this mission before. I have to play it again because I stuck my camera in the way because I have like two different scenes in OBS, right? One for Factorio where my camera's a little bit more to the right, or right. My left, your right. A little bit more to the right. And so I was blocking things like the command card, right? So I probably could have released that video, probably would have been okay, but I wanted to correct it, right? So go back to my proper StarCraft 2 scene here where I'm more just covering the 3D portrait of the unit that I'm selecting. So yeah, I'm going to play this mission again for you guys, but that's okay, no worries. So let's go into missions here.
With the artifact secure.
So this is 0 Hour. 0 Hour is a defensive hold out mission where you have to basically just hold out against a relentless wave of zerg for, I think it's about 20 minutes. On the faster speed, it goes a little bit faster, right, which is great. But yeah, the idea is basically hunker down, build yourself up, and hold out. So let's dive in. Also, by the time this video goes out, you should have already been able to see some tips and tricks video come out that will hopefully help clarify a lot of the things that I'm doing, because I'm finding as I'm reviewing the videos, right, as I'm editing the footage, uploading, reviewing the videos after they've been uploaded, that kind of thing, I'm finding that I'm playing at a very rapid pace compared to what I originally thought I was going to be playing at. I just kind of forgot how fast in general I play StarCraft 2. And as I was realizing that, I was like, well, a new player probably wouldn't be able to follow very well what it is I'm doing. So I wanted to start doing a tips and tricks series for you guys, so that way you guys can watch that, and then as you're watching through my campaign playthroughs, you can kind of see those tips and tricks in action, right? So the first tips and tricks series covers the user interface in general, so that way you guys can see the resources, minimap, command card, the central stats panel, that kind of stuff. See exactly what kind of information I'm using to make what decisions I'm making. And then when I'm referencing certain things like, oh wow, I'm floating a lot of minerals, I've got like 1,000+ minerals, you know exactly what I'm referring to. And then I also cover things like hotkeys, so that way you guys can understand, like, oh wow, how is he building barracks without like clicking on build and then clicking on barracks, right? Like, oh, he's using hotkeys for that. How is he jumping around so fast from this camera to the other camera? Oh, he's double tapping control groups for that, or he's using camera locations for that. And then finally, and then other minor things, right, like shift Q commands. So being able to tell a worker to do like 3 things sequentially, so that way you don't have to pay attention to that worker over and over again. They'll just kind of do their thing for a while, and you can go back to the worker after a little while and queue up some more stuff, like building several supply depots at the same time. So hopefully watching that and then coming back and watching these campaign videos, it makes a bit more sense. If you do want me to slow down, I'm happy to try. I gotta admit, I'm not as good at this as like Vibe is, for example. Vibe does a really good Bronze to Grandmaster series. He's done a few of them actually, where he purposefully slows down his gameplay and explains what he's doing. His is more dedicated towards ladder, whereas I'm more just playing through the campaign, right? But he's really good at slowing down, explaining everything as he's doing it. He does miss things every now and then because, again, he's trying to explain as he's playing against an actual person, and that gets kind of difficult to do, but he's rather good at it. So with practice, I think I could be too. But yeah, let me know if you guys need me to slow down. Otherwise, I think the tips and tricks series combined with this series, you'll be able to get the gist of it pretty well. And then that will allow me to just keep playing as I normally would without needing to slow down too much. But yeah, let me know. Anyway, let's dive right in. Let's do 0 Hour. Launch. Okay. So immediately, just like with every game, right, you're going to do your hotkey setup. You're going to build SCVs. You're going to keep building SCVs until your resources are saturated, while continually building Marines as well as much as you can and continue to expand that way. So yeah, let's go. Alright, so start SCVs, hotkey, set your rally point, hotkey, set your rally point. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take these Marines, put them in these 2 bunkers, and I'm going to salvage this bunker, and I'm going to salvage this bunker, hotkey these Marines, and keep them with me. Because it's a lot easier to defend 1 place than it is to defend 2. Much easier to defend 1 place. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to send an SCV here. I'm going to call him Jimmy today. And he's going to build a depot wall to help block off the base. So that way we are A-okay. I'm going to hotkey Jimmy to force, that way I can jump to him and have him continually build walls up. And then I'm going to go ahead and add a tech lab and a reactor to my barracks. So that way I can churn out marines and medics as I start to get gas. With Jimmy finishing that depot, it's time to queue up the next. We are now getting attacked. It's going to be fine though. Jimmy's got us locked in. I'm going to have Jimmy come down here and keep building supply depots. My poor turrets, oh no! It's fine. Whatever. I don't care.
Base is under attack.
Die, Zerglings, die.
Add on.
Alright, let's start queuing up Marines. Let's have Jimmy keep making depots, make sure we're building SCVs. I'm gonna grab this SCV and actually just tell him to mine. Free SCV! Let's lower the depot. And let's go help those guys out while building more Marines. And while having Jimmy build depots. See, so with the mechanics, you can see you can play rather quickly, doing a whole lot kind of at the same time. There's a technique called tapping, where as you're microing, you want to be tapping your production buildings to make sure that you don't need to queue anything up. So you're going to see me do that a lot. Have Jimmy keep building supply depots, keep building SCVs, keep building Marines. We got a good amount of Marines now. Let's have these Marines meet together in the middle because I think we're going to get attacked before these Marines can get in the base, and that's okay. We can hold our own. There we go. Get back behind the wall! Add those guys to the hotkey. Have Jimmy add depots. Let's add some gas so that way we can start cranking out medics and upgrades. Speaking of, let's add this guy to a hotkey and let's start our attack upgrade. More Marines. I've accidentally hotkeyed other stuff to my Marines. So what I did there is I shift-clicked them out and then reset the hotkey. Keep building SCVs. Let's add a couple of SCVs over here to the wall. SCVs in the campaign have repair like automatically on by default. So whenever anything takes damage, the SCVs will just go repair it. Alright, let's go ahead and add a couple more SCVs to gas. Jimmy keep building depots. And now let's start cranking out medic and Marines. I don't have enough gas for that yet. But yeah, so far so good. Life is good. Where did our other SCV go? Oh, there it is. Let's have this SCV also add a couple of turrets here and then go back. Let's have this SCV add a couple of turrets here and then go back.
Not enough minerals.
We have enough gas for another upgrade, so we'll go for that once we have another 100 minerals. We can let Jimmy just chill for a little bit while I get the upgrade queued up. Let's go ahead and defend the wall! Defend the wall! Defend the wall. Our SCVs will come back in time to repair, I'm not too concerned. Alright, Jimmy can start building supply depots again. Let's go ahead and lower our depot wall. And let's go help these guys out. They have a medic with them too, which is going to be nice. Have Jimmy keep building depots, keep building Marines and medics. Let's stop an attack. Our attack upgrade just finished, which is lovely. Let's go ahead and kill these zerg off. And let's head back to base. At this point we have a pretty good amount of Marines, so I'm really not worried on normal difficulty of the Zerg breaching our base anymore. We basically outnumber the Zerg at this point. Blizzard's not expecting us to play this well on normal difficulty. Let's go ahead and add a couple more SCVs to the wall for better repairs. Let's throw one more over here too so they can repair turrets. Keep building SCVs, keep building Marines and Medics. I'm going to go ahead and set the rally point outside the base. Let's add a couple more barracks because we're starting to float minerals. We're getting attacked over here on the right. The mini-map shows us. Let's go ahead and add those additional barracks to our hotkey. Keep building SCVs, keep building supply depots. Jimmy is not building supply depots fast enough. Or I'm not building them up fast enough. Jimmy's fine. It's me not queuing them up enough. I'm missing cycles. Let's have an SCV build a bunker back here. Because I know that I think eventually a drop pod of zerglings comes down behind the base. And it'll be nice to have a bunker back there to deal with it. Good job, Jimmy. Keep up the good work. Let's go ahead and queue up another depot. As these barracks finish, let's throw on another tech lab and another reactor. There we go. Now we're spending our resources. No more floating resources. Let's get 4 Marines out of there. And then reset our hotkey. And then 24 out of 27 is fine. Let's go ahead and have Jimmy keep going.
Insufficient Vespine gas.
Queue up some medics and Marines. And we're starting to hit a pretty good critical mass. We'll be able to go out and attacking the Zerg soon, I think, because I don't want to just sit here forever. That gets kind of boring. I think what I'll do is I'll wait for the next rebels to come up. I'll go rescue them.
Insufficient Vespine gas.
And then I will go and fight the Zerg. Because I don't want to just sit back. Jimmy, keep building depots, please. Thank you.
The doctor is in.
We're looking pretty good.
Not enough minerals.
Keep building supply depots, Jimmy. Let's fight these zerglings off. So we have more Marines than the Zerg does zerglings. Oh my gosh. We're doing pretty good, huh? It's a slaughter out there. We don't need extraction, guys. We're good. We're good.
Insufficient Vespine.
Alright, let's go ahead and pull the wall up, reset our rally point, because we're going to go out and about now. Let's go save these guys, and then let's go put some hurt on the Zerg. It's not expecting us to. We don't have to, but I want to. Alright. Jimmy needs to keep building depots. We're under attack, but that's okay. No big deal. Doing some stutter stepping so that way my Marines can all fire. Notice how we can build Marines and medics back at home without jumping back to base. Hotkeys are amazing. We don't have to jump back to base to re-queue up supply depots. So that way Jimmy keeps building them. SCVs are under attack. Oh, that's fine.
Not enough minerals.
Okay, lovely. We wiped out that part. Let's go ahead and keep queuing up supply depots here. Eventually Jimmy's going to be all done building supply depots.
Mineral.
Let's go ahead and lower the walls once more. Add these guys to our hotkey. Basically increasing our army size. Oh, here SCV bud, you can come back in. No, come in, come in. Thank you.
Insufficient. Not enough minerals.
Oh, after that, supply depot Jimmy's actually done. And then let's charge in here and murder some more Zerg. Now the thing is killing these bases off isn't going to really slow the attacks down. Again, I'm more just doing this for the funsies. There is an achievement for it to kill, I think it's 3 hatcheries on hard difficulty. So this is the kind of thing you'd have to do on hard difficulty to get that achievement. But I'm more just doing it for the funsies. For funsies, kill the overlords, kill the buildings, kill the zerg.
Base is under attack.
We're under attack, but we're holding up just fine.
Hold out just a little longer. We'll be getting out
There's a
here
little Easter egg there for you World of Warcraft players,
The doctor is in.
which I did not play, so feel free to kill me for it. I did not play World of Warcraft. I never got into it. Just didn't really seem to interest me very much. We're almost done killing all the zerg off. Again, it's not going to stop the attacks because what the game does is the game just pops up a billion Nidus worms to keep the attacks coming even if you kill the bases off. But it's all good. Murder the zerg! Murder the zerg! Then we can wander around the map playing whack-a-mole to try to kill off the Nidus worms as best we can. And there we go, we murdered the zerg! Hooray! Let's kill these overlords. I'm gonna scoop my marines in there so that way, boom, they just kind of explode. Alright, so we're gonna do some shift attack moving to go and find those. I'm gonna go ahead and take half of my guys here, push Alt 3 to split them off of my control group 2, and I'm gonna have them go a different direction. So I'm gonna have them do this. I'm gonna have them actually patrol around the top here. I'm gonna have control group 2 come down here and patrol around the side here. There we go. And then we've got plenty of units here. So I'm just going to grab these guys. I'm going to have them patrol the wall. That way they continually hug the wall. And hopefully our patrols can just kind of deal with stuff as they come up. We can manually micro a few marines too if we need to. And then just reallocate their patrols. There we go. Let's go ahead and check over here. There's another one! This has more medics in it than marines, uh-oh. Quick, team, come back! There we go.
That's fine. Got it.
Commander, this is Matt Horner. Just hold on. Cavalry's on the way.
Take your time, Matt. No rush.
There we go. Get all that queued up. We're putting a pretty good stop to the amount of zerg coming at us because we're playing whack-a-mole and killing Nidus worms off as we go. Keep building marines too. And again, we've got the wall. We're fine. We're fine. I don't think any zerglings drop back here actually. Maybe that's only on like hard or brutal difficulty. Who even knows? But all good.
Depleted.
And we are good. So that is 0 hour. We turned a defensive mission into a slightly offensive mission. Just makes it more fun, right? Alright, let's continue on. Again, just kind of skipping the dialogue. If you guys want to see it, please, please, please play the campaign. It's a blast. And you don't have to play as fast as I do to enjoy it. As you guys saw there, right? I'm playing better than normal is expecting me to. It's fine. It's totally fine. Alright, so now we've been picked up by the Hyperion, which is Arcturus Manx's old battlecruiser, like headquarters, super awesome ship of doom and destiny. We stole it, so now we have it. We have the Hyperion battlecruiser, and on this battlecruiser, this is going to be our main kind of hub for the rest of the campaign. Here on the bridge, this is where you can select your next mission. There's usually multiple missions you can choose from. I'm just going to kind of go from left to right because, again, I don't really care too much about the order on normal difficulty. On brutal difficulty, I care about the order a little bit more, but on normal difficulty, I'm just going to go from left to right. The mission archives is how you can play missions that you've already completed or rewatch cinematics, which is cool. So if you want to take Liberation Day, for example, we beat it on normal. If we want to beat it on the other difficulties, you can select those and immediately go in and start playing, right? So that way you can hit all the difficulties, hit all the achievements. If you want to go back and do some achievement you missed, this is how you can replay missions to get all those. Sweet. We'll get access to additional rooms later. Right now, the only additional room we have access to right now is the Armory, where Rory Swan, our factory dude man person thing, he upgrades our units for us from this console. So on this console, we spend credits, which we earn by completing missions and selling stuff. We'll get more credits, and we spend the credits to upgrade our units. So let's go ahead and upgrade our units. I think what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to do Marine Stim Pack. Stim Pack is great. You take a little bit of damage, right? But it greatly increases your firepower. Well, it greatly increases your firing speed, which therefore increases your firing power. So really a good upgrade. So we'll go ahead and purchase that. And then we can't afford any of these other upgrades at the moment, but for bunkers, we can still afford these two upgrades. This one increases the range of units inside the bunker. This one increases the number of Marines and Marauders, etc., the number of units that can fit into a bunker. So let's do this one first. We'll want to increase the range, of course, but we'll do that later. Alright, so we've done the upgrades. Go back to the bridge. I'm going to do a manual save by pushing Control Q, by the way. You can do manual saves. And then let's load into the next mission. We've still got a little bit of time. So let's do Agria. So Agria is a colony, and they've sent a distress signal. They're being attacked by the Zerg, and they need to evacuate the planet. This is another mission where you have to go at the mission's pace. It's not necessarily timed, but you need to defend evacuations as they're running up and down a road. You'll see what I mean. So this one's going to take a little bit of time as well, because I can't complete it faster than it wants me to. But it's a pretty good mission. It's going to unlock the Fire Bats, which I'm basically never going to use ever again. Fire Bats in StarCraft 1 and StarCraft Brood War are amazing. Fire Bats in StarCraft 2? I don't care. I don't care about Fire Bats in StarCraft 2. So I'm going to use them here because they give you a couple, and that's basically it. I don't think I'm ever going to use them again after this mission. So, meh. But that's okay. The mission itself is pretty fun. You'll see. Again, I'm going to skip dialogue. Focus on completing the missions. Okay, so we start off. The colony's under attack, right? So we got to go to the colony. And then we'll get a base, we'll build it up, and all that fun stuff. So we need to get over here to this marker, right? But we can do some exploring before. So I'm going to explore around, and just to give you guys a little bit of a tip, you can go back here. There's a little trail behind these trees, and there's some resource pickups back here in order to help speed up your early game a little bit. So, some minerals, some Vespian gas back here. Really nice. Really nice. So let's go ahead and work our way back down through our trees. There's some Zerglings over here we have to take care of. Again, not a fan of the Fire Bats, but the Fire Bats will take care of them eventually. They just deal damage way too slowly for this game. But yeah, we'll deal with them. It's fine. And then there's a mineral pallet up here. We'll take care of these Zerglings. I don't think there's any pallets down there, so that's fine. Take care of these Zerglings. Let's micro back a little bit so we don't get surrounded. And we'll be fine. Okay. I think there might be a pallet up here. Yes, lovely. I don't think there's a pallet down here, but we're going to check anyway. Okay, cool. So let's do that, and then we're going to shift Q over here. And now we're going to get access to the base.
I'll give you control of the main building so you can help us evacuate the colony.
So, we're going to kind of rinse and repeat the same general process that we've been following the whole time, right? We're going to constantly build SCVs, depots, Marines, and medics. So I'm going to have this SCV, let's call him Jimmy again, he's going to be our supply depot guy. We're going to have this guy build another barracks, because I want one. Keep building SCVs. I'm actually going to cube Marines instead of medics, because I just need more firepower. And then we're going to head out, and there's going to be some bunkers along the road, and I'm going to salvage them for more resources. I'll protect the convoys manually. You can choose to reinforce the bunkers and defend that way, but I don't want to.
Sorry to hear that, Doc.
I don't want to go that way. There's a bit of a zerg ambush that way.
I'll see if we can't get him mad.
Once I get more Marines, I'll do that. Okay, we've got some salvage done. Let's head back. Jimmy can keep building depots. Let's add a reactor to that barracks. Keep building SCVs. I stopped building SCVs there for a second, which normally in a ladder game would be bad. In a normal difficulty campaign, I'm not too worried. Alright, once this reactor's up and running, we can have our tech lab barracks take care of constantly giving us medics, and then the reactor barracks can give us a constant stream of Marines. Jimmy can keep going. Let's also build a engineering base so we can get upgrades. And now let's protect the convoy.
Add-on complete.
I'm going to go ahead and set a camera location here to the rally point so I can just jump back and grab additional guys as they come out.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
Build more SCVs when we can.
Minerals. Not enough minerals.
We need minerals! So far so good. We're looking good. Convoy's not really under attack.
Not enough
Build more
minerals.
SCVs. We've got enough now to deal with the little ambush. There we go. Let's go ahead and grab these resource pallets. That'll be nice. Queue up a couple additional SCVs. A couple Marines and a medic. Let's have Jimmy build another supply depot when we have the resources for it. There we go. 100 minerals for a supply depot. Let's go ahead and stim, because that's a reasonable-ish amount of zerglings, and I want to kill the Overlord a little bit faster. We have medics to heal the damage we take from stimming. Let's go ahead and deal with this ambush. There's research in this game, which I'll explain after the mission is done. But we want to collect some samples. We got supply blocked a little bit there, but Jimmy just finished the supply depot, so we're in good shape. Keep building SCVs, keep building Marines and medics. And then let's start going around the map looking for resources, because there's more pallets around the map. We've got a pretty reasonable amount of SCVs on minerals now, so let's move some to gas. Have Jimmy keep building for us. Uh-oh, these guys got split off. Let's have them group up first. I don't want them to split off.
It's a long haul to the starport, partner. How can we be expected to guard the whole thing?
Okay, let's swing around this way.
Mobile force to keep it clear. We'll build more bunkers to block it.
There's a Zerg base in here. I don't want to attack it yet. I just don't have the numbers. So I don't want to attack it yet. I'll probably attack it later, though. Make sure we're continually building more depots, Marines, medics, SCVs. Get the pallets as we can get them, because again, the boost in resources is always nice to help speed our production along. Queue up another supply depot.
The next convoy is almost ready to go, Commander. Please alert your men.
There we go. We'll defend the next convoy, and then we'll explore another part of the map for more resources. Let's go ahead and queue up our upgrades. So we can get those. Keep building SCVs. Keep building supply depots. Jimmy is staying ahead of our supply pretty nicely, but we still need to make sure we keep queuing at the supply depots. So we don't want to get supply blocked if we can avoid it. I don't think we'll need the second gas. It's fine, so I'm just not going to. I'm just not going to get it. You can get it if you want to. That will allow you to crank out more medics, and if you want to build fire bats, it'll allow you to crank out more fire bats, but I like Marines more than fire bats, so I'm just going to keep cranking those out.
Not enough
Keep building supply depots.
Gangway, coming through.
So yeah, let's support this convoy. We're done building SCVs. We've got 21 on minerals, 3 on gas, so we're all maxed out there. Stim. See, look, our Marines kill them so fast the fire bats don't even shoot. Like, fire bats just aren't amazing in Starcraft 2.
Convoys in danger. Hit 'em, boys.
Yep. Heal up the convoy, Marine. There we go. After a little while, the stim wears off, so you'll want to stim again once you're under attack again. We're looking pretty good. Convoy is defended. Probably want to build another barracks here soon. I'm queuing up too many Marines. The barracks aren't producing them fast enough to spend my resources. And since I'm not building SCVs anymore, that's no longer a drain on the resources I'm gathering. Alright, so let's go ahead and get our army grouped up, and then we'll explore the other part of the map. In the meantime, let's also build a couple more barracks. Have Jimmy keep building supply depots for us.
Minerals.
Add these barracks to our hotkey. And then let's start exploring the other part of the map for additional pallets of resources. I'm going to slow down a little bit on the medic production because I just don't need that many medics. Our medics got us covered pretty well overall. But I'm still going to produce them occasionally as our Marine numbers balloon. So that was all of the Chrysalis DNA samples. So that's all the side objectives complete. I think this is all the pallets. I could be wrong, but I think that's all the pallets. So let's go back to base. Let's go ahead and add another tech lab and a reactor to our barracks. Tell Jimmy to keep building supply depots. In fact, let's help Jimmy out and build a couple more. That way we just make sure, doubly sure we're staying ahead in supply.
Convoy will be heading out soon.
Build more Marines and medics.
Add-on complete.
And life is good. Life is real good. Life is really, 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 really good. The tech labs finish up before the reactors, just a heads up. So I could start producing additional medics now if I wanted to, but I typically like to wait for the reactor. I also like to wait for the cycles to be over, so that way all of my barracks are all in the same cycle. So that way I don't have to constantly go back to the barracks and queue more. I can have like 20 seconds in between rotations, right? So now they're all empty. Go ahead and queue up a couple medics, queue up more Marines, and then just go back in like 20 to 30 seconds and queue up some more. I don't have to constantly keep tabs on it. Our upgrades are all done. Jimmy's going to keep building supply depots for us. The next convoy's coming out. We've got a pretty sizable army at this point, so once we escort this convoy, we're going to go and attack the Zerg because, again, I just feel like it. No main reason to do it, I just feel like it.
Not enough minerals.
I'm going to only stim the front guys, so that way our medics don't have to heal quite as much. We've got a really big ball of Marines. I'm not really too concerned about stimming everybody, but I don't really need to either. There's just not enough Zerg to really be a threat anymore. The stim does also increase running speed though, which is nice. But as long as I'm hugging the convoy here, they're not going to really get to it. And they're going to aggro on me before they aggro on the convoy, because I'm going to shoot at them first. I do like to stim for the overlords because I do want to kill them really fast, and they are a little on the chunky side. Have Jimmy keep building us supply depots. Keep another one too while we're at it.
Not enough minerals.
Okay, sweet. Let's grab these guys. Let's meet over here. And then let's go kill some Zerg, just for kicks and giggles.
Not enough minerals.
Jimmy's almost done building all the supply depots we can handle. Gonna wait for these guys to group in too. Oh, no, 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 no. Aww. Sad.
Enough minerals.
Okay, now that we're grouped up, let's go. So Stim, charge in. We're gonna take some heat, but our production is high enough to where I think we'll be okay.
Sir, we just detected zerg organisms entering the upper atmosphere. I can't give you an exact fix, but they're heading your way.
Once the stim wears off, we're gonna hit it again. Stim wore off, so let's hit it again. You see the red lightning? That means the stim wore off. Keep building Marines back at home while we're managing our army here. Hit stim again as soon as it wears off. Our medics will keep us healed up. So we can stim for days, basically.
We have another convoy ready to be escorted, Commander.
Not enough minerals.
We didn't quite kill the base completely off, but we killed enough of it. We need to go escort the next one, then we'll come back and finish the base off. We could divide the two armies in two, but I'm gonna merge them together. More firepower.
Not enough minerals.
Alright, Jimmy is done building supply depots for us. Let's have him go back mine minerals. Even though it's probably not going to really help because we've already maxed out our mineral production. And again, we have a lot of gas. I'm just not spending gas fast enough to really use it. That's why I don't feel like I needed the extra geyser.
Not enough minerals.
Because now that we've got all our research done, I've got a really good chunk of medics. So I am building occasional medics, but I'm not building anywhere near as many as I am Marines, because I just need the firepower. The medics I have here are pretty good healing power, and we're going to improve them over time anyway by spending some credits on them. So,
Not enough minerals.
alright, let's protect this convoy, and let's go finish the zerg over here off, and then start killing the zerg over here off. So we got drop pods now. The drop pods are going to occasionally try to catch us by surprise, but since we're hugging our convoy, we don't really have to worry about the drop pods too much. Where are you zerglings going? These guys here like to go rogue, and they will die if you don't protect them. But we protected them before the rest of the zerglings showed up. Let's go ahead and stim to catch up to the convoy before it falls under attack. Keep building Marines. Keep the convoy protected. Got a little bit of a hydralisk drop there. And we're looking pretty good. Got a bit of a zergling drop there, mutalisks there. But we're okay. Keep queuing up Marines. Bigger army, more better. Alright. Convoy is good. Basically, once the convoy hits the ramp, they're pretty good because these turrets will defend them. Alright, let's keep moving. See most of the creeps receding back. Let's kill off anything that's left in here. Drones, overlords, extractors. Another. I think that's a hive.
Sir, I'm
Could be a
picking up
lair.
seismic disturbances closing in on your position. I think it's
Pretty sure that's a hive, though.
It's just like it. Nice
Let's kill that spore crawler over here. Oh, I missed tumor back there. And an overlord there. Guess I got the spore crawler before. We're almost completely maxed out.
We're almost done, Commander. Another convoy will be starting out soon.
Kill the creep tumors. Okay, that half of the map is done. They're loading up another convoy. So let's head back. We'll defend the next convoy. I think there's 2 more convoys to go. This might actually be the last one, though. And that's okay. We probably could kill the zerg off over here with half of the army we have, and then defend the convoy with the other half, but again, it's not necessary, so I'm just not going to do it.
This better be good. I feel you. You can armed and this better be good.
Is the road safe up ahead? Guess we'll find out.
Yep, we're good. We got a giant blob of Marines guarding it. We're all good. We are all good. All good. All good.
By the numbers, boys.
That Overlord didn't stand a chance. That Overlord literally popped like a balloon. Just.
Unacceptable command. We are at maximum.
Alright. We cannot produce any more Marines unless Marines die. Or unless something else dies.
By the you gonna give me orders? By the been waiting once.
Make sure the convoy is A-OK.
Better be good.
Just keep hugging it, basically. Hug the convoy,
Been waiting on you.
and the convoy will hug you back. I'm going to send a little squad of Marines off just to go deal with that tumor, because why not?
Be good. You gonna give
Just stim the front part. Looking good.
by the numbers, boys. Who wants some? Armed and by the numbers, boys.
With a ball this big, you don't typically need to stim all the Marines, at least not on this map. You just want to stim the front chunk. Target down the Nidus Worm. We lost the Marines, let's go ahead and replenish him and build another one. We're floating a lot of resources, and there's not much I can do about it outside of just building random extra buildings that aren't needed.
Armed and ready.
So no worries. And I think that's it. I think there are... Oh yeah, there's more than 8 people in the transport, plus these 4 Marines also count too towards the total. Oh, maybe they don't. I thought they did. Okay, so it's just those in the convoy who count. They don't count the Marines? Poor Marines. They deserve to be counted. Does this count? Yeah, I think that counts too. Even the transport counts, but the Marines don't. But all good. So, that is the evacuation mission. Let's hop back on the Hyperion, make sure that there's nothing else that we gotta do, save it, and then we'll call it a video. Ariel, the doctor, is really happy for us, helping her out. She's really appreciative. She's going to help us open up the labs, which is nice. We now have access to the cantina, the bar, and it immediately takes us here so we can hire mercenaries. Right now we already have the war pigs hired by default, which is awesome. Mercenaries are basically souped up versions of their normal parts, right? So war pigs are for elite marines, better marines. Devil's dogs are 2 elite fire bats, but again, I don't care about fire bats, so I'm just not going to buy them, right? They're really tanky, which is nice, but I don't care, so I'm just not going to buy them. So yeah, so now this is the cantina, where we can watch the news, talk to people. There's an arcade machine over here for a game called The Lost Viking. There's achievements tied to The Lost Viking. A lot of people don't get those achievements, or they get them last, because admittedly getting all the achievements on The Lost Viking can be a little annoying. It's an old school arcade shooter, more or less, but Starcraft themed. So you play as a Starcraft Viking, and you shoot down pretty much ships from all other races. As you can kind of see over there, right? There's a Viking shooting down a Zerg Leviathan, there's a Viking shooting down Protoss Phoenixes, that kind of thing. So if you like that kind of thing, which I do, you know, play them. I got the achievements. They're not that hard to get if you've already played this type of game before, but if you're not familiar with it, it's going to be a little painful to get, admittedly. Also, just as a quick tip, if you hold down spacebar, you will continually fire, but you will not fire at your max rate by holding it down. If you want to fire faster, tap spacebar. Tap it. You'll fire faster. That helps a lot, especially on bosses. Cool. Let's go back to the armory and upgrade our units some more. So now I'm going to go ahead and get combat shields on the Marines. Combat shields gives them more HP. And then I'm going to come here, I'm going to upgrade the bunker so that we shoot by one extra range, one extra unit of range. And that really helps a lot. As you can see, it helps us shoot against the void rays. It'll help us shoot against other things too. Just helps with general defense. It's awesome. And we've spent all our credits. No worries. Back to the bridge. You can see we've got Dr. Hansen here. She'll help us open up the lab here in just a little bit. And in the lab, we'll take the samples that we gather, like those zerg samples that we gathered in the last mission, and we'll take those to the lab, and then we'll use those samples to research additional types of units and other benefits, which will be really nice. So, good stuff. Anyway, let's go ahead and save it. And we've been recording for a little over 40 minutes, so I think this is a pretty good place to call it. So as always, thank you so much for watching, everybody. Hope you had a good time, and have an awesome day.